Hey guys, it's Soldier Girl. Listen, I'm gonna try to make this quick. Look, I wasn't sure if I would continue to do corset training update videos, but I decided to go ahead and do one. Plus I have a few things I want to talk about. Now, as far as my corset training is going, I am still training, and I'm still taking that full day and then the full night off out of my corset. I haven't purchased a new one yet. In fact, I was supposed to go online today and order one, but it was after 5 o'clock, so I said I might have to wait till the next day. So tomorrow morning when I get up, I will go ahead and order another one. I was debating whether or not to get the 301, I believe it is, which is the newer one. Now originally I thought that might be a good deal because it's shorter, but then again I thought, well dang, you know, if it's shorter, that means it comes up higher, there would be more underfed. So I said, no, I better not order one. I'll wait till someone does a review on it first or something, because I know one of you guys said you already got it. So I'm going to wait and see if someone does a review on it first, because I'm thinking it might be too short, and I already have an issue with pulling that stomach up into the corset before I tighten it. So I would be a little curious as to how that would work with the 301. So yes, I definitely will go with the 411 again. I'll probably most likely go with the cotton. You guys know with the satin one, my bars came through, so I don't know if it's just the satin one, because I haven't had any issues with the cotton one at all. So I'm thinking I'm going to stick with cotton. And so yeah, that's that. Now as far as the Dr. Oz show, I hope that you guys are able to watch it. A lot of you guys are still hitting me up daily saying that you know you just watched it or whatever, and a lot of you guys are really happy, and I'm just happy that you guys did, and that you guys are just excited to know I did so well. I didn't think I did that great at all, because I felt like I was too nervous. Now keep in mind, you guys, there was only one take. Like, I kept thinking, well, there should be retakes, but there was no retake. It was just one chance. That's it. You just got one shot, and that was it. Now, so, I did not get to record it though, because I don't have a DVR. So I don't know if you can transfer something from DVR to computer or to disc, but I'm gonna have to look into that, because I think my sister DVR'd it, or I might see if somebody at work did it, so I can get a copy, because I want to get a copy of it. And I tried to stay up till 1 o'clock in the morning to watch it, but I fell asleep. I'm not like that anymore, you guys. I can't stay up all night. But anyways, listen, so as far as the Dr. Oz show goes, guys, now keep in mind, you guys, this show is very specific as far as what we're talking about. The show is strictly corset diet, the corset diet, that's what they wanted to call it. And if you guys are in the corset training community, we call it corset training, not the corset diet. Even though I have heard it, I've heard of it referred to as that before. But listen, it was really specific as far as what we were talking about, you guys. It was pretty much our questions. She had the questions. We already had our answers. We went over it a dozen times, so we knew what we were going to say already. And so there was no room. There was no questions geared at diet or exercise. Really, there wasn't. It was more or less like, okay, how long have you been doing it? What were your results like? How much do you wear it? You know what I'm saying? Have you had any issues with corset? That was basically it. So if there was questions geared at diet or exercise, I could have been like, oh, you know what, Dr. Oz, I work out 6 days a week. You know what I'm saying? I eat 6 small meals a day. I eat healthy. You know what I'm saying? I could have said that, but the thing is, I could not say that because there was no questions geared at that kind of response. And I got a lot of questions about that on Instagram and Facebook, but it's like, that's what the show was about. So there wasn't much room for me to go outside that box and say, okay, well, you know, I'm gonna offer up all this extra information that they didn't really want to know. And so yeah, so that was that, and because of that, I feel like the show was a bit misleading. I don't want to nag the show down, because I'm so excited that I was able to do it, but I do feel like the show was misleading only in the sense it leads the viewer to believe that the results were based on corset training alone, because we didn't talk about exercise or diet. And so that I don't really feel it was fair. Now, you guys have followed me along this almost 6-month journey. You guys know I cannot stress exercise and diet enough alongside corset training. You guys know that. I mean, I would never suggest a person to just corset train alone and not even worry about diet or exercise. If you're a small person and you're just your shape, you don't have a waistline, and you're just a small person that wants to corset train just for the waistline or a more pronounced waistline, then yeah, you might not have to do as much. But for the most part, a lot of the women that do choose to corset train, they do have problems with their weight, and so therefore they should exercise and diet at the same time. Now, I actually had a conversation yesterday with a mother of a 13-year-old, and I shared this on Facebook, and she says her daughter has a belly, and she's a heavier girl, whatever. And I had to tell her no, because literally 13 is just too young to be in a freaking corset. She's still growing. She needs to exercise and she needs to diet. That's basically it. I said the only thing I could suggest for her, probably, if anything, was some kind of cincher, something that wasn't as aggressive as a corset. Never want to imply that a corset is a quick fix. It's not, you guys. It's not. And the pictures that they showed, they chose those pictures. I sent them 3 sets of pictures that they could have used, and they chose those specific pictures. I'm going to add at the end of this video my results for the time that I was in my corset, and the results are solid. Corset training does work. It just works with diet, exercise, and consistency. But anyways, I'm not saying anything that you guys have not heard before. I mean, you can go to any one of my other videos that I have up here, over a dozen, I'm sure. More like probably 2 dozen, alright, and you will hear the same thing. So nothing has changed at all as far as how I feel, my opinion. And so yeah, so as far as the mother, I told her she needs to work out, she needs to exercise, and she needs to exercise, and she needs to eat right. I know it's not what some people want to hear because they want the easy way out, but it's simple as that: diet and exercise. So I'll leave it there because I don't really want to lecture people. So I'll leave it there, and I'll see you guys all different every time, same channel. Later, guys.